you're a fan of college football, you're honing in on this game because you're going to learn a lot here, David.
Yeah, and the fans are going to be like, overrated. This is why the preseason polls stink. We get a chance to prove ourselves for some of these teams that hasn't done a lot on the resume yet. Now, today is a resume builder.
Pulls it in. It's Marshall. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there getting that first.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Marshall. Steamrolls his way ahead. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. Here on 2nd down. Back to the ground with the running back. Got enough space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And they tacked on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Handoff to the lone back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second.
On the set. Moves.
Off the play fake. Near the sticks, it's Taylor. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Makes the catch. It's Taylor. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Barry. Past the 30. Run to the right. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
One of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. From the gun. Give on the inside. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great Michigan is running away with this one thanks to an offense that's been clicking in every facet of the game. They're up by 21 over Texas Tech. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Defense in press coverage. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. Just can't lose focus like that. You got to know the snap count. pressure, expectation, and finding out what you're made of. All of those things come into play when you have a top 5 showdown at this point in the season. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Dogs ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Stress, pressure, expectations, and finding out what you're made of. All of those things come into play when you have a top 5 showdown at this point in the season. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. From inside the 15, here comes the return. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Berry. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Bulldogs headed quickly to the line. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
Right. I know it's early, but it's just one drive, right? You got to put this behind you. It isn't how you wanted to open up. It isn't how you wanted to start. This offense has got to go to the sidelines, get with the coach, settle down, and figure out the game plan for the rest of the game.
Is the heat giving him some kind of mirage and he thought he saw 4th down someplace? It's not 4th down, and the punt team's on the field. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. He threw a pick on the initial drive, but they have it back, and we're still looking for our first points of the game. Wants to go up top on 1st down. With the catch, it's Tuggle. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Georgia! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hamilton. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. That Alabama offense finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Using his legs, it's Marshall. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Looking downfield, it's Russell. Catch in the middle, it's Rigby. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on I can adjust to the speed of the game.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying the left side. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy. And he's able to get the tackle for loss.
Back to pass. Gonna take a shot. Caught at the 25. There he goes. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Thank you very much. That's what the quarterback's thinking on that last play. I think he was even shocked that his receiver was that wide open down the field. He'll take it.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bama! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give on the inside. At the 35, he's loose. It's a seam wide open. At the 20. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Once he got some room, it was over. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Michigan has the lead right now, but it hasn't come easy for the folks in Ann Arbor. They're in a tight one. They're up by 7 over Texas Tech. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Direct snap. Look out, he's got room. Breaks into the open. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, and this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
Give to the running back. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Snagged in the middle. It's Hamilton. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. To the air on first down. Got his man on the right. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Snap it to the back. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field of game tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. And that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Trying play action. Has rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. One thing you can figure out from these tests early in the season, particularly a top 5 matchup like this, is where you are and just how far you have to go.
Yeah, and which is a talking point amongst your team. It's a prove-it game. Like, let's see where we stack up so we can start building throughout the rest of the season.
You're right, David. It's fun to find out this early in the year between 2 top 5 teams. Just who are these guys? What do they do well? What do they not do well? How mentally and physically tough are they? Because that's going to answer a lot of questions as the season goes on.
Onto the field. They evened things up the last time they had him. The That defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move their defensive lineman out of the way. At least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have that.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Russell. He's going to let it go. Snatches it on the right. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
I would love to sit here and tell you that was the greatest play call ever, and the offensive coordinator is a genius. I think that was some really bad defense.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. In the red area, it's Marshall. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown tie. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front and the belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Pulls and fires complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Wants to go up top. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Blasted as he lets it go. Grabbed over the middle. It's Taylor. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Leaves it with the running back. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Back to throw, it's Russell. Under fire. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on second down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's got it into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And the extra point was good. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Berry. And he is brought down. But what a move he put on that first defender.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Leaves it with the back. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Now from inside the red zone. Lets it fly. And that one sails through the back of the end zone.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. He might want another play. Looking downfield, and time is running short. He's got it on the move. Russell out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. Back's got it. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Touchdown, Dogs! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, the head coach has to love what he saw from his offense here at the very end of the first half, when you got to have it. Execution has got to be great in these 2-minute type situations. Really nice job handling the situation by the quarterback, making sure all of 10 other guys on offense are on the same page. And they're still losing the football game, but that's a touchdown they absolutely needed to have here at the end of the first half.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking for space. It's Marshall. Got the first down and more. Still running at the 40. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. And he's not going to take the touchback. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line is telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Pulls it in. It's Hamilton. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. They'll go with a direct snap. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Wants to throw. It's Russell. Bringing the heat. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Hamilton. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Trying to keep the drive alive. Oh, he's got some space. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Well, this is an offense that really prized themselves on running the football, and there was no question they were going to go for it there on 4th and short. Not only did they get the first down, they rip off an explosive play on the ground.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Might as well give it to him again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Calls his own number. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Dropping back, it's Russell. That's caught. It's Marshall. Turning it on. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
On the direct snap, it's Marshall. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Takes the handoff. It's Marshall. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
Really nice run there, and you've seen him do this a time and time again in this game so far. You've got the lead. We're way late in the third quarter now. Not going to surprise me if they just keep leaning on this guy a little bit. Keep force-feeding him the football because he's looking really good.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Looking for a pass to the end zone to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bama!
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Pringle. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional.
Brings it in down the left side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Williams. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. And the Dogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Bulldogs are in the hurry-up. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. To the air, it's Russell. Quick completion on the out route.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. They'll try it over the left side. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And this kind of performance has to give this team so much confidence. Week 1, you go on the road into a hostile environment, and you put the beat down like this. This coaching staff is going to be happy on the ride home.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. East Carolina is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium. One of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by 12 to North Carolina. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. On the run, deep down the right side. He's got it along the sideline. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. Send the tight end in motion. To the air on 1st down. Here's the pressure. And he makes the catch, but he can't stay in bounds. That'll be incomplete.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Give him 105 yards on the ground, and with that run, he eclipses the 100-yard mark in this season opener.
Listen, his team's obviously down in this game, but it's not his fault. I mean, this guy showed up to play. He's been churning out big play after big play. Already over 100 yards rushing in this game. He's carrying his weight. He needs his buddies around him now to pick up the slack a little bit and help get this team back in the game.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Working that left side now. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They want to throw it. Punches it into the hallelujah land for a touchdown.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Here comes that Alabama offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody.
There he goes. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
He stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He reached into his bag for that move, and it didn't get him loose at all. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Toss to the outside. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to go toss to the field and get that running back out into space to use his speed, but the defense looked like they were already lined up expecting that play, and they force a negative.
Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt